If you hate my makeup, don't tell me, because I am a product of 2016 YouTube Gaga shade, so twins. I'm a blushaholic, okay? PSA, wear SPF on your face. This is the same makeup that I've had on for about 12 hours or so. 6:30 a.m. Excuse my puberty voice. 6:30 a.m. Let's get ready for an in-office day. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to go over how I get ready in the morning. I wanted to show you kind of like a really quick, super easy 20 to 30 minute routine that I pretty much do anytime that I'm going into the office. It helps give me some confidence, it helps me feel better, helps me feel motivated to like actually get up and go into work, because when I'm working at home, I'm just in sweats and no makeup all day. I just got home from work. This is the same makeup that I've had on for about 12 hours or so, and I think it has held up pretty well. But just for some context, I have really dry, sensitive skin. I'm not a makeup artist, I don't do fancy things, but I do things that work for me. I do things that help my makeup last because I'm in the office all day and I barely touch up anything. Like I redo my lip a little bit after lunch and put on lip balm and things like that, but I don't really kind of do anything else to my face. For my base, because I have really dry skin, I don't use like really mattifying things. I have all kind of hydrating things. So today I used the e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter. You could use this as like a skin tint or just to bring a little bit of color and glow in your face. There's no coverage in this at all, but it gives you a nice glow. And then I mixed it with this, can you see? It doesn't look, I don't know if you can see it, but it is a, oh gosh, it doesn't say anything on the thing. I guess this is like more like a cushion. It's a cushion foundation. It's from the Philippines. It's a Filipino brand called Happy Skin. They make good stuff. Happy Skin Second Skin Dewy Serum Cushion Foundation. So this has SPF in it, which is really good. It's starting to get warmer out, it's starting to get really sunny, and when I drive, like the sun is on my face, things like that when I go out for lunch. So this is a Dewy Serum Cushion Foundation. I'm a very low coverage girl. I don't really need too much coverage. I don't like when things feel heavy on my face. So I kind of use these two things today. I used the cushion foundation. The coverage is about the same. It's not much, but it's enough for me. I found that this is actually easier to apply with the little cushion they have inside. And I don't normally like to apply my makeup with this, but when I tried to use a brush or a sponge, it got really like, I don't know how to describe it. It kind of like broke apart on my face. So if you ever get any of these cushion foundations from primarily more like Asian beauty brands, I would say use the cushion that comes with it because it's there for a reason. So we mix these two to get like a really hydraty, glowy kind of base because I'm super dry anyway. I'm slightly oily, I would say, but like if I powdered, it doesn't bother me that much. I don't feel like my face is falling off because that's how dry my skin is, so I don't really need to like touch it up. This is the base. So I color correct. This is just like a color corrector, peach color corrector for the under eyes because I had terrible eye bags during school. In addition to the 2 eye creams and the eye brightener, I color correct under my eyes. This actually really helps. I think if you want to wear no makeup and just color correct a bit, this is pretty good. And it's only like $12 at Ulta. There are a few concealers. I've decided, since I don't really normally wear much makeup, investing in a better concealer because I can is what I should do now. So I bought the House Labs concealer. Let's see what it's actually called. This has a long name. So this is the House Labs Triclone Skin Tech Concealer. I think there's actually skincare in this because it is caffeinated, and if your eyes are puffy, I think it's supposed to depuff, but I'm gonna fact check that. This is pretty full coverage for a concealer, I would say. If I want a lighter concealer, I will use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I am in the color Light Neutral in the House Labs concealer. I think this is actually Lady Gaga's shade, so twins. And then in the NARS, I'm Medium 1 Custard. For the brows, we have the Precisely My Brow Pencil. So I used to go real hard and Groucho marks my brows in with this pencil. The trick is to press really lightly. I have somewhat thicker brows anyway, so I don't need to put that much. I just kind of cover in the blank spots. I will say, looking at it, my brows are probably not as fresh as they were this morning, but that's okay. No one is getting close enough to look at my brows anyway, or under my eyes, matter of fact, but I still look like I have brows, so it's okay. If I touched it up during the day, probably would have been fine, but I just like, I don't think about touching up my makeup during the day. I like to just do it all at once and go and just redo my lip. So this brow pencil, I fill in like my little sparse spots, and then I use the e.l.f. Brow Lift. Honestly, I think this is fine. The trick is to do a lot less. Like, I used to cake this on. I used to cake all my makeup on, and it would just be really harsh lines everywhere on my face, and that's like not really cute. So I tried to really tone it down. So this is the e.l.f. brow lift. I think it's like one of the it's a dupe basically for the brow freeze, whichever one it is. And then they have this, e.l.f. actually has this brow applicator that you're supposed to use with this, and it comes with a flat side to like push your brows up and make them fluffy. You could also just use the back of a brush, but this is like also $3, and this definitely less than $10. Like, e.l.f. does not cost that much. I'm a blushaholic. I have so many blush products that I actually super love, and I don't stay loyal to any one of them. I think about what blush color I want for the day, and that is what I use. Today I used the classic Rare Beauty blush in the shade Joy, which I've had this for I don't know how many years, and I don't even know if I made a dent in it, honestly. It is like a perfect peachy colored blush. They have a million colors. Pick your favorite one that works for your tone. And then this is another Filipino brand. This is Happy Skin again. This might be super old because I got this a few years ago, but this is one of their on-the-go cheek stick things. But if you're going for like no makeup, this and a little bit concealer goes a long way. So I like to mix my blush colors, if that makes sense. And I actually learned from TikTok that like for Asian faces and whiter faces, I know a lot of Western makeup wants you to put your blush like right here and it's like lifting, but I have a pretty wide face, so I actually put my blush like right under my concealer here, like not where my nose is, but you know, kind of level with my nose, and I blend it out really well so it's not super harsh because I have blush blindness. So if you think my blush look crazy, please don't tell me, because I probably think it looks great. So I put all my creams on my face first just to, you know, get them on there, and I blend them out really well, and then I set with setting spray. I don't do powder then spray. I feel like spray then powder works for me. Why? Don't know. I am a woman in STEM, but I don't know the science behind that. This is the all-nighter, the hydrating one specifically, because the normal one feels weird on my face. Don't know why. Can't tell you why. This is probably why my makeup actually lasts pretty well, because before I started using this, I would use other brands and they just wouldn't set it all day. Like, I had basically almost a 12-hour day. And I have more because I still haven't even like finished everything I had to do today, okay? So I have pretty long days when I go in the office because my commute is long, so I just need things to stay in place. So this, I would repurchase this in a heartbeat. The hydrating one, and it smells like watermelon. So this is like a holy grail for me. So we'll do the creams, set everything, kind of make sure like it seeps in. And then the powder, this is another life-changing thing now that I can invest in good product. The powder I use for under my eyes is the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Soft Blur Setting Powder in the shade Neutral Peach. I am like always like a medium tone girly in any of the shades, so like peach under the eyes, peach works for under the eyes and then also like my skin, but I will use this primarily under my eyes, and it's not too bad. There's a little bit of like, it's breaking up a little bit just because I have wrinkles under my eyes, but that's like normal. It's not as bad as before, trust me. I will use this under my eyes, and then I'll use whatever excess and like pat it into my face. But then this is another Filipino brand because I went crazy with the Filipino brands when I went to the Philippines. And what's nice about the Filipino brands is that they're made in like Taiwan or Korea, because like that's nearby, and you just know that the makeup there is like nicely produced. So this, I think this is actually a powder foundation. BLK Cosmetics Soft Blur Powder Foundation, shade Toast. I used the puff today if I really want to beat it into my face. Sometimes I'll just take a brush. I kind of, again, I think I'm not a believer in the puff, but I think the puff really works in this case and in the case of the cushion foundation, because I just think the puff's gross sometimes, but they really do the job. So I will take this and I will pat all over my face. I actually don't put much powder in my like nose and mouth area because that's where I get really dry. And if I dry out there, I get crusty. Like you could see, I don't know if it's eczema, if it's just like dead skin, whatever, you will start to see it form on my nose and my mouth, and I hate it. I feel so insecure if my makeup does that, and it used to do that so much. So now that I've kind of found a really good routine, yeah, there's just no going back. So these are the powders just to set everything really quick. I didn't use bronzer today. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm kind of like inconsistent with it. It depends on what I'm feeling. But for powder blush, I have been really loving the NYX Buttermilk Blush in the shade Feeling Butter. It is a shimmering terracotta. It looks, I feel, a little dark in the pan, but on my skin tone, perfect. And then something I really love is highlight, because I am a product of 2016 YouTube, okay? I can't help it. I love being shimmery. I love being glowy. I love when the sun hits and you can see the glitter on my face. I don't go as hard as 2016, but a Filipino brand again. This is Happy Skin. I guess I really went hard with the Happy Skin. This is their off-duty highlighting face palette. They have just a bunch of shades, and I couldn't stop playing with it at the store. Couldn't stop playing with it at the store when we were in the Philippines, so I had to get it. And there's like a lot of shades here. Like I could probably use this for blush, bronzer, etc. Spilled that all over my phone. And then this is what Miss Ariana Grande wears. This is the Miss Saturn highlight topper. I'm pretty sure she's been wearing this on all her red carpet, like wicked promotion things. And honestly, just the packaging of the compact with the mirror and how it snaps, perfect. Like this is like a really good brand. I think this is like, can't be more than $20, this blush. I wish I could tell you how much the Philippine brands cost. I could probably look it up, but they won't be in dollars. I'm having technical difficulties. So I always use lip balm. I try to keep my lips hydrated because I run dry skin anyway. So I always use a little bit of lip balm, the ordinary one or this Jack Black SPF lip balm, because I'm obsessed with SPF. It's anti-aging, it's anti-brown spots. If you're not putting on the SPF, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Okay, PSA, wear SPF on your face and everywhere in general. So I'm feeling a red lip today. This is a set from MAC that I was gifted by my sister that I love. This is, what was it called? Ruby Woo? Ruby New? The lipstick's called Ruby New. So maybe this is like their new red formula. I'm not 100% sure because I know Ruby Woo was the original red one, but this is Ruby New. And MAC lipsticks, I feel like if they're known for a few things, like the MAC lipsticks are just, you know, they go hard. They're pretty good. I like this because it's not super mattifying or super drying. And if it is drying, you just put on a little gloss in the same shade and it hydrates it. I do the lip liner, the lipstick, and then I tap some gloss. I think the trick with the red for me, again, is to not go hard. Just pat, except for the liner, because I saw a TikTok that said it's supposed to prevent feathering. So if you get like these like wrinklies on the edges of your lip when you wear lipstick, I think if you put some lip liner, it should help with that. But it honestly stayed on during the whole day except for the middle, and I just kind of kept reapplying, pat, and that's it. I don't mind reapplying the lip. If you buy one thing, let it be this mascara. It's like $5. Amazon, Ulta, CVS, wherever you want to buy it. This is the Essence Lash Princess Waterproof Mascara. I have really stubborn Asian lashes. So like I've tried a lot of mascaras. The only one that I like that kind of compares to this, but it's a totally different formula, is the Bad Gal Bang mascara from Benefit, but I'm pretty sure that one's like $20. This is literally $5. I used this waterproof mascara and I used a good eyelash color. And the trick is to heat it up. Whether you want to use a lighter, I use a hair dryer because I feel like the lighter scares me. I don't want to melt the rubber that's on here. So I heat it up and I like cool it on my hand just to make sure I don't burn the skin on my eye. I think that's very important to warn you. And I curl all the way up to the gods, all the way up to my eyebrows as much as I can. And then I use this mascara. And I don't really feel the need to change. That was my 9 to 5 makeup routine. It lasts me a good old 12 plus hours. As you can see, it's still on my face. You can still see my lip. You can still see a little bit of my blush. And that's surprising because blush is always the first to fade. So if you hate my makeup, don't tell me. If you like my makeup, please like this video, subscribe to it. I'm really cultivating more hobbies as I continue my 9 to 5 journey and trying to really maximize my life outside of my job. So I just wanted to share with you how I get ready in the morning, what my favorite products are, and how they wear during the day. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. We're friends, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are.